The focus has been on teachers for the last several years. And so now they're shifting their focus to look at school leadership, an equally vital part of the school building and the instructional process. You can have great teachers in a building, but if a principal is not cultivating a good working environment, then those teachers will not be able to maximize their talents. So now the shift is on to see if there can be a way to get the most talented principals leading these schools that need it the most.
How did the legislature want schools to go about that?
Well, first of all, they wanted to identify low-performing schools, and they did that by changing the criteria by which they named what a low-performing school is, essentially using D and F schools as the criteria for being a low-performing school. There is legislation that has been proposed to get principals and qualified principals into the classroom, as well as use evaluation instruments to get districts to recognize whether a principal is performing up to par or not. Now, these are already in place, but I think legislators are looking to take it a step further and see if there are more direct ways to ensure that the principal is a high-quality one.
Let's go back for a moment to what you just mentioned, grading schools with D's and F's, essentially saying, okay, those schools that fall into those categories and meet those criteria are, quote, low performing. That in and of itself created this discussion, and there were some educators who claimed that that wasn't fair.
Yeah, and this is really unfortunate that we're going to go to it and see more and more debate about the grading system rather than the fact that these schools are underperforming. You look at the D and F schools, you look at their performance, you look at how much student growth and their performance on state tests, and they're not impressive. These are low-performing schools, and they should be called such. The grading system has been in place for 2 years. It's incredibly helpful to parents